Hey folks, hope you're doing good today. Hope you had a good weekend and all that. Welcome back to the Monday Grind. Thanks for tuning in. Now, it's not really the Monday Grind today. It's more like the Monday Death, because we've got 5 bands to check out, but none of them are really grindcore bands. They're all pretty much death bands of varying degrees, modern stuff, classic stuff, technical stuff as well in there, but all pretty much blasting out and pretty nicely as well. We got some newer stuff, we got some older stuff as well. So we've got a real mishmash, even though it's just pretty much death metal for us to check out today. The first band we're going to look at is Crawl from Sweden. The track is called Cursed of the Morbid, featuring Chris Monroy. Here we go. Cool little bits. Love the video as well. We love skulls on this channel. It looks really cool. That's just done on that one. I'll turn it down a bit. Man, that was a nice one to kick off a Monday Grind, or a Monday Death, I should say. Blasting, but chunky and heavy. Great sound. You can hear all the members of the band. And one thing I just loved the most about that one was in those short little pauses and breaks they had, those real natural drum sounds, the ting on the ride, the closing of the hi-hat and things like that. Just really, really nice little kind of nuances to add to the sections there. Really, really nice. We've seen these guys before, SAINTBREAKER. We're going to see them again today with an Extinction event.
I tell you, gentlemen, science has agreed that unless something is done and done quickly, man, as the dominant species of life on Earth, will be extinct.
Oh, sick towards the end as well. Just going to say, man, I still love a solo in a death track or any track, really, if you can slot it in there and it sounds right. But I always like it towards the end of the track. I don't like it as a middleweight anymore. That's been done way too many times. So to have it right towards the end of the track or even as the outro is a great way to do it nowadays, and still have that solo within the track. But also, don't let it just necessarily be a solo on the guitar. Still have some vocal and stuff in there, or a drum solo as well at the same time. You know, just everyone working in the band and doing something cool at that time. Yeah, loved it. Love the solo in this one as well. But again, a great sound. You can hear all the members of the band in this music. Even though these last two bands have got an old schooly death vibe to them, the recording isn't old school at all. You can hear all the members of the band, the bass is crunching through there. Although I will say on that one, the drums were recorded super natural, no quantizing or extra samples and all that garbage over the top of it. And they're still nice and punchy and kick through the mix. But because they were natural, you could hear all the nuance again on the kit, all the different cymbal sounds are coming through and the way that he was hitting the drums differently. And when you've got a natural kit in the mix without all the extra samples to just make everything punch and hit hard, you just get so much more nuance out of the drum kit, man. It sounds amazing to my ears. This is Dropthehammer. This one's a bit older, 6 years ago. Yeah, this is Legions of Abaddon. We're going to check it out. Man, the drummer in this band again, natural out the wazoo, but so sick. All those nice little frills and rolls on the top, on the snare there was so sick. Working the cymbals and the ride in a great way. I thought this one was great. The only thing that was funny about this one, the bass was nice and full in the mix while all the music was going, but for some reason when it broke down to just the bass, which it did in those two sections, it was kind of thin and didn't have the chunk that you felt that it needed. So that was funny, man. And I was thinking, man, you can hear it really nicely while the rest of the music's going, but then when it breaks down, it's just not there. Next band is called Scorched, which might be new to the channel. This is from 3 weeks ago. They've only got 45 subscribers, so I'm pretty sure they're new to the band, to the channel. This is Distributed Blood. Heavy. guitar tone. Really weird guitar tone. Sick, man. Now I'm a guitarist. I've been playing guitar since 11 years old, but you'll rarely hear me bang on about guitarists and guitars and stuff on this channel. I'm always talking about drummers. I'm always talking about the bassists and then the vocalists, and the guitarists really don't get talked about too much. Because, you know, I am a guitarist and I've seen so many guitarists, I've heard so many riffs, I've played so many riffs myself and guitar tones and stuff that there's not much that kind of is new to me in that regard for me to kind of prick up and mention it's worth mentioning, or I feel it's worth mentioning. It's probably worth mentioning for other people who don't play guitar, but you know, that's just, it doesn't come across to me in that way. But the guitar tone in this one is what made the track. It sounded super sick. I got no idea what amp it was. I was trying to look out there what amp it was. Couldn't quite make it out. I saw the bassist had a nice orange amp though, which you could hear nicely again in the mix and had its own place. But man, those guitars were thick. It was quite a scoop tone. Didn't have a lot of mids or anything to it, but it was thick and heavy. And when it come in with a double layer, man, it was so thick and heavy. So yeah, the guitar tone in this one is really what made the track. It's what made the track sound original and different as well. Even though it was a lot of chugging and kind of open string and low string stuff, it just sounded so different, sounded so fat, so chunky, so powerful and direct, that it just made the track sound super dope all the way through. It's one of those guitar tones you could pretty much just play anything, an open string, chug on an open string, put a drum beat to it, and you got a track. Sounds dope. Now we're going to finish off with this last band. We've seen these guys before, and again, another absolutely incredible, sick drummer in this band. And I've looked at their channel, and he's got some drum playthroughs. The drummer in this band is quite honestly one of the sickest drummers out there. He's like maximum level drumming, can do all this stuff, incredible speed, incredible precision, and when you look at him, he looks like he's just chilling out, not doing anything, and that's the sign of a real quality. Anything, when they make it look easy, that's the best ones. This is Humiliation. I'm pretty sure they're from Indonesia as well, which is really dope. I'm not too sure about that. This is featuring Ronald, Carnivored, and the track is called Bidah Menjalang. Here we go.
Di mana semua penjuru yang
Man, these guys are so legit. These guys are a super dope tech death band that I just don't think people just don't know about them, you know? I follow all the tech death subreddits and stuff on Reddit, and I've shared these guys as well because I've never seen them pop up on there or anyone talking about them. It's all American bands and things like that. So to get these, you know, East Asian bands to be right up there with those American bands as well, name any band you like. These guys are as sick, and everyone in the band is high level and going off, especially the bassist in this one as well. Love that little bass solo, and he had a sick tone on there as well, which cut through the mix. I've said the drummer is just as good as it gets. He's literally as good as it gets, the drummer is, I would say. Super natural again, all natural on the kit. You know, a lot of tech death recordings are very quantized. All the guitars are quantized. All the drums are super quantized. And you can hear that because it sounds digital as a result, you know. These guys and pretty much all the bands that we've had on today have just had the most natural sounding drums, and because of that, all the nuance from the kit comes through. Every snare hit doesn't sound the same, and like it's just been whacked every single time. It sounds different every time they hit it, and the cymbals sound different every time they hit them. So you get all that nuance coming through. The sound of the music just sounds amazing, you know. We have those sick guitar tones and everything else in there. Everyone's nice and chunky and heavy. Great vocalists as well today, working with the music really, really nicely. Heavy as hell, recorded nicely and stuff as well, not ruining the nice riffs and all the rest of it. So yeah, killing it. 5 absolutely dope deathing out bands for a Monday death. There you go. That's it from me today. I'm not sure I'm going to do another one later on this week because I've done a bit of QC on the queue this week and dropped a couple of bands who actually weren't the best. We could have slotted them in, but if you've got a 3-minute track of kind of stupid piss take gore grind or stuff that's just not been very well done, 3 minutes can be a long ass time. If it's a 1-minute track, you're probably still going to get in on the channel if you've got something crazy like that, but I can't be doing 3 minutes of, you know, not great music. So we've done a bit of QC. We've got a few bands have been skipped out the queue. That's it from me today, guys. We have got another show later this week, but you might see me for a bit more grind if I can feel like it. That's it from me today, though. Cheers. Bye.